Hello wonderful people, leo tunazungumzia why is it important ukiwa 21 kununua shares and above so that ikifika in future uko unakulia matunda. Alright, so let's get into it, but before we do that, hapo hivyo chini kuna ka button kameandikwa subscribe. Unaona on your right kako in black, kaguze tu, just click it like that, and then hapo hivyo juu kuna ka button kamechorwa kwa mkono hivi ka like, just click it. Guess what you've just done? Make it possible for the YouTube to notify you when I upload a new video. You'll be getting a notification like ding ding, Good Joseph has uploaded a new video. That's it, as simple as that. So let's get into it. Why I advise you to buy shares when you're at 20, so that at least by the time you're reaching 40, my friend, I'm telling you, utakuwa kama landlord. You'll be earning your money effortlessly, relaxing somewhere, probably in the beach and having fun, and be able to make money as you sleep, because that is the most secretive way that people don't even talk about it. You don't have to work for your money. Let the money work for you. It's as simple as that. By the way, if you apply a lot of effort into doing something in terms of money, you usually get the lowest money. That defines why. Anyway, let's get into that, all right? While at 21, the reason as to why I tell you should go ahead and buy shares ni kwa sababu at 21 you don't have much of things that are you are dealing with. Maybe you have your 3,000, you have your 4,000, you have your 5,000. You can keep on adding it and accumulating. For example, just pick an example of a company that you think it will be here for ages and ages, and pick a company that you know very well. This company will do me good and has prospects of expanding and growing in future and becoming a conglomerate, a big company that will be making cash out of it. For example, what you're supposed to do, or make a definition of what company yenye inakufit, unafaa go around. Kwa mfano ina wakanti unaangalia ni kampuni gani iko poa, either ni Safaricom, either ni Equity, either ni ABL, either ni Britam, the Britam, either ni British American Tobacco, those big companies. Get to see which one befits you. Chukua elfu zako 3, 5, 4, 6, 10, 100, 200, invest it there, and don't even worry about it, because at the end of the day you'll be getting your dividends and unaweza decide kuuza your shares and make cash out of it. You know why I say 21 or and above? 21 and above, these are the age that tunapatanga. Most people either make or break their lives. This is a particular age where you find some have an access to money, some do not. Yeah, I agree and I accept that's a fact. But if you have an access to money, at least few coins, like few thousand, like 4,000, 3,000, maybe you're out there doing your Mjengo thing and such, so you can just go ahead, grab your 3,000, go open the CDS account, peka pesa zako hapo hivyo, and that way you're able to grow and move to the next level. Let me tell you one thing. One day after 10, 20 years from where you are right now in terms of youth, you'll be like, oh my goodness, better, I wish I knew, could have invested in this, and right now I could be reaping big. So let's not reach to that point. Finally, just grab that few coins that you have and you've saved out there, because after all, saving money doesn't help you with anything. I always tell people, accumulate money kama uko na purpose of investing, because that's the best and important way that you're supposed to do your money. But again, if you just keep your money in the bank, doesn't generate you any income, and that cash, what we call it's like sort of a dead capital, and then inflation is here, it punishes you at any moment and such kind of a thing. So I would advise, go ahead, pick a company of your interest and then invest in that in terms of shares. All right, let's take an example of this. All right, maybe you just have like 3,000. You pick a company, you just introduce yourself into shares, you have like 100 shares if you go for the Safaricom way, and then after sometimes you get another 3,000, you top up again, you have another 100, you get another 3,000, you top up again, you have another 100, now you have 300 shares, and you do like that cumulatively. Let's say maybe specifically in a single year you're able to accumulate like 30,000, number of shares, or rather you've invested like 30,000 in that specific company. That it means the more you have number of shares, then the more money you get at the end of the physical year. Can you assume, if let's assume this, yeah, at the end of the 10th year, like let's say at the end of the decade, I know that may sound as if it's big, but it's not. Let me tell you one thing: whether you invest or you don't, 10 years will always come. That's a fact. But what will put you a step ahead is this: are you doing something for the 10th year? Right? By the time you are saying now, this is the 10th year since I was introduced about shares, and this is the amount of money that I have made, and this is my portfolio in this specific company. The way you invest more, you tend to be known even by that company, and then in a future to a place whereby you are even being on board on the decision board to make a decision, because you're a potential investor. You can actually give an example, or rather you can give a way through in terms of making this company a better one. All right, that's how you increase your value, na hivyo ndo unajikuza na una move to the next level. So I would advise you, if you're that particular age, then go ahead and do something out of it. I know guys who are at 30s, 40s, 50s feel like like, okay, fine, what about me? Don't worry about it. Guess what? You can always at any time introduce yourself into the shares. All right, maybe at your late age of 60s or something of sort, maybe you feel like the time is not on your side. That might be true as well. But again, you can just go ahead and buy the visas, or rather the shares, for the sake of the generations to come, because some of the families in our country, they eat or they rely on the decisions that were made by the forefathers who existed before them. Just be that wise father that people will be saying, I love that family, somebody did something for that family. Be that kind of an individual. Be the start of the generation that creates wealth. Najua information ikoangi outside there. That's why I decided to come along and be like, let me just share these ideas with you guys, so that at least maybe you have your 3K and you're like, what can I use with 3,000? Don't worry about it. Go ahead and do exactly what I've just told you. All right, kama umemanage kufikisha hii video up to this point, guess what I want to say? Thank you very much, and maybe perhaps take 1 second or two. Hapo hivyo chini, yes, hapo hivyo kando on your right there is a button imeandikwa subscribe, exactly hiyo yenye unaona hapo. Just click it and like this video, give it a thumbs up so that it can be suggested to large volume of people and we can bring them on board here. All right, so as of now, what can I say? If at this particular moment you've reached this video up, I bet you've got the maximum point in this particular video. As of now, what can I say apart from thank you very much and see you in the next one? Goodbye.